and welcome everyone. And today I would like to share with you a few things specifically about Christmas. But before we get to that, I wish you Merry Christmas. As always, you will find additional resources specifically about how to navigate holidays like a Nutrition Pro in the description down below, or by visiting weiss.eu. So, what is this episode about? I keep seeing a lot of posts, especially from runners and active people and people who care about their bodies. And it is messages like this. I run so I don't feel guilty about all the cookies I'm about to devour. Or people sharing messages that they feel guilty about food. They feel guilty about eating cookies, Christmas trees. And I even got several questions like, how do I eat during Christmas? Like, if I treat myself or if I stick to quote unquote healthy eating. So let me address this because this is really important. First and foremost, let's speak about guilt related to food and eating, whether it is during the Christmas time or any other time of the year. You should not be feeling guilty about eating anything. It doesn't mean that you will stuff your face with treats all day, all year round. It doesn't mean that you will be just overeating or not be mindful about what you eat. No. What it means is that whatever you choose to eat, take it as your decision. Because there are several things that happen, like some people, they say like, I am going to exercise because I will feel guilty about eating if I don't. So you are setting yourself up for kind of failure or creating a negative association with eating certain kind of foods before you even ate them. So there is a reason you crave them or you want to eat them, and using exercise as to offset that guilt is not creating a healthy relationship with food. That doesn't mean that you should eat it or you should not eat it. That's a completely different topic. But how does it affect you? From the long-term perspective, I know it doesn't create a great relationship with food, and judging based on my knowledge from psychology, especially eating psychology, and speaking with high-performing athletes, they don't have these kind of negative associations with any food. They treat themselves, they treat their bodies well, they create that healthy relationship with food where they enjoy also treats, but they just don't eat them all the time. So there is something to consider if you express this kind of behaviors around food. If you are someone who thinks that way, well, think now. How does that affect you long term? Is this something that, or is this kind of behavior that you want to express? Is this how you want to behave around food? Is this how you want to live your life for the rest of your life? Does it serve you? Because from the short-term perspective, yes, it can serve you. And I've seen really high-performing athletes even who do these kind of things. You know, they have great performance, but during the short period of time, they restrict certain foods. They avoid sweets, they avoid sugar, they avoid gluten, they avoid, just pick whatever you want. And it serves them from the short period of time, but usually they develop a really not only negative association with food, but it leads them down the path of disordered eating. And it's like a very slippery slope. I have had my share of experience with that as well. So that's why I can now point your attention towards it, like, look, I know within fitness industry we can have this kind of association and even have like view it as a positive thing, like going to out exercise that diet or not to feel guilty about eating certain foods. It's like a badge of honor, right? So I stuffed myself, but today I ran 20 kilometers afterwards. But now I know that it is a red flag. So once again, I would like you to pay attention to it and reconsider. Instead, what I would propose you to do is to really pay attention to what you eat and how you eat, and also enjoy yourself, because Christmas treats or any other treats can be a part of your athletic diet, of your healthy diet, even in your weight loss diet. And I believe from the psychological perspective, it even should be there, because it helps you to stay on your diet, on your healthy diet, overly healthy diet, long term. People who fail with their diets, with fail eating healthy, is usually because they have very strict rules around eating and they don't include foods that they enjoy. And especially during the holidays, we have full tables of food that we can enjoy. So while this is, or it can be problematic for people who are obese and overweight, if you are active, you should think about it a little bit differently. So what is problematic for one person, an inactive person, or the same food can be a fuel for an athlete. Or even if you don't consider yourself to be an athlete, but you are exercising every day, you are training 5 days a week, you can have these foods and it can help you even perform better. I mean, simple sugars, they really help. And the paradoxical situation is when athletes have problems eating enough, getting enough energy, eating enough carbohydrates. And simple sugars, like in this Christmas treat, can help these people to really refuel better. So even if it is your off day, maybe you are not training that day, think about it, how you are fueling or how it can help you feel better for the next workout session. Having all this energy you might have been depriving your body from during your intense trainings, during the periods or extended periods of training. Your body will just not only welcome it, but it will thrive on it. Just remember, the dose makes the poison. So whether it is your goal to just feel better and eat healthier, or you even have performance goals, you still can fit treats in your life and without needing to out-exercise them. But person who exercises, or during the times when you are exercising more, your body will be able to use it or utilize these simple sugars, simple carbs much more efficiently. But anyway, they should be a part of your diet. It will help you to stick with your diet long term and live a better life, higher quality of life, without really obsessing about food, which can be a pretty common issue among active people who really care about how they live, how they eat, and want the best from their life. So how do I approach holiday eating and treats specifically? So over the years I came all the way from eating everything inside to eating in moderation. I don't think that everybody can eat in moderation, at least not in every stage of their life, so it might not be the case for you right now, but now I'm sharing how I treat it, how I approach it. So before when I was really like afraid of these treats, it was because I couldn't handle myself around them. I would have my favorite treats, and my approach was eat all of them in the first day and the second day, so there is nothing left, there is no trigger, there is nothing that I could binge on. Nowadays, as I said, I include them in my meals, and I still eat balanced meals because I focus on how I feel. This is like really important for me. So even now, during the holidays, let's say when I'm more sedentary, I still want to have energy because I want to move around. I don't want to be just sitting or lying on the couch. I want to maybe go walk around. I really like to maybe read studies, watch TV, play computer games, do all these kind of things, and for that I require energy as well. So how I do it, for example, today I had a protein pudding with my favorite treats. My treats are sources of carbohydrates, they are sources of fat, so I balanced it out with protein pudding. And that's it. I have a balanced meal that contains all the carbohydrates, fats, and protein. So I check all these boxes. What's just missing is vegetables, but well, it's second day. It's not like my normal meals that I stick to over a long period of time. So I don't stress about not having vegetables, let's say, in this. Some people also ask like if they should count calories during this period or how they should track their food. Well, it really depends on you and your goals. I would say don't stress too much about it. Be mindful about what you eat. So like the composition of the food you still want to eat, I believe protein, vegetables, and then maybe have those carbs in form of treats instead of rice, potatoes, or whatever you would eat normally. So just switch these sources. And I really like to recommend people to really follow or to notice how they feel, how these foods make them feel. And what I noticed over the years is that, especially during this like holiday period, where I eat food that is, let's say, less known to me, that I don't eat very often, I pay more attention to how I feel, and as a result, I even end up losing weight. So that is purely because I'm paying more attention how full I am, how satisfied I am with the food, I'm enjoying every bite, I'm less stressed, I'm not in a hurry to move from place to place or to go to work or do my workout or whatever. So all of these things help, and I would suggest you to do the same. Focus on how you feel, how satisfied you are with your meals. Enjoy eating these treats with full attention, and you will notice that you will be satisfied with much less. And you might not even finish all the cookies you would do otherwise. And that's a big win, isn't it? So all kinds of Christmas treats can be a part of your healthy, even athletic diet, whether your goal is to lose weight, to improve your body composition, live healthy, or just simply feel energetic. Let me know how you approach eating treats in your diet. How do you enjoy your holidays? And I wish you Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.